So guys, welcome. A little bit of insight into how I make my videos before I make them, as long as they're like a news type of video where I'm bringing you guys some information about the game. I actually go on YouTube beforehand to make sure that there is nothing up there already. Now there is a few videos about this so far, but obviously they don't have a lot of views and it's not getting to a lot of people. There is this one by a verified channel that already has 2.9k views 9 minutes ago from the time that I'm making this video. That is probably going to get a lot of views. However, this is streamers reacting to it, so I don't know. Maybe my video will still be useful. We'll see. Maybe it will still be worth being made. There is this video 9 months ago. Get a load of this guy. 9 months ago, new flare gun coming to Fortnite Battle Royale. Obviously, that was not right, but maybe if you look at it in a different light, it is kind of correct to an extent because the flare gun is coming to Fortnite. At least we're pretty sure, and if it's not, then it would be really stupid if it wasn't. And we will be getting into all the information about why this should be true in this video. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to never miss any videos like these, as well as just drop a like because I want you to, and comment down below what your favorite vaulted weapon is. I know that that's a hot topic recently with the pump being vaulted, and the pump will probably be a lot of your favorite items. But guys, let's get right into the video and let's talk about this new flare gun that will be coming to the game. So guys, keep in mind I have no flare gun gameplay because it's not out yet, so just watch this background gameplay that I've used probably about 20 times in my videos. Anyway, essentially what happened during this kind of trailer sneak peek thing that was released by Epic Games during this Pro-Am thing was that Jonesy was stranded on an island and he was kind of just chilling, but he saw a box that said flare gun on it. He took the flare gun out of the box, shot it in the sky. It kind of locked on to the battle bus that just happened to be flying in the sky on its own. The battle bus sunk, or not sunk, but it fell out of the sky and went right into the sea, ocean, whatever you want to call it, and it essentially just found the bus and took it out on its own. Now, it was very cool to see, and obviously it wouldn't be shown if it didn't have some sort of purpose or something that was teasing that it was going to be coming to the game. It was not just something that was going to be entertaining to people, especially since they took the effort to put flare gun on the box and make it clear that this would be something that kind of needed to have a name that was associated with itself. And guys, this is definitely something that we should be looking forward to because the flare gun is almost definitely coming into the game soon. Anyway, I just kind of went off on a tangent. This flare gun is not going to be something that just locks down battle buses and takes them out of the sky. It might have something to do with supply drops because supply drops have balloons that is similar to that of the battle bus, but it doesn't really make sense that that would be the case either, because if you think about it, supply drops have two ways of being taken down. It's either just they go down on their own or you can shoot them down. And it seems like the flare gun would make just as much attention as shooting a supply drop down, which is the only reason you wouldn't shoot one down, is to not draw attention to yourself. So it doesn't really seem like the flare gun has much of a purpose there in terms of that sort of sense, and I don't think that that would be the reason that it would be coming into the game. I also don't think that it would have anything to do with shooting other players because a flare gun just doesn't seem like the type of thing to do that. There are already very more efficient guns that are able to do that and damage other players. So I was thinking, what is something that could possibly be a use for the flare gun? And it came to me. It's still supply drop related, but it might be used to actually call in your own supply drop, which will actually be very similar to the treasure maps that used to be in the game, perhaps. But this would be pretty cool, I think, if you just shot a flare onto the ground and a supply drop came to you. It would also be very nice if you didn't have to wait 20 minutes for the supply drop to land and you could actually just get it right away. So it may bring a little bit of attention to you, but you might get your own supply drop if you can just shoot the flare at the ground and call one in, almost like a supply drop in Call of Duty, which was actually a kill streak. It gives you stuff and increases your chance at performing better in the game, and that's essentially what could happen here. You could call it in, it would give you loot, and it would just be a very nice touch. Obviously, if you get flare guns in chests, they would actually kind of just replace the gold weapon that you would get from the supply drop that you call in anyway, if that makes sense. But it's just a nice little addition to the game that would be very cool if they were to add it, and I think that this can definitely be a real possibility in the near future. And other than that, I don't see the flare gun having any other type of like practical use, if that makes sense to you guys. In terms of when we might see it coming to the game, I'd say within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I don't think it'll be too soon, but I also don't think they would tease it too far in advance. And they also will need some new content to bring into the game very soon. Obviously, they've been making big moves with putting in a new burst SMG just recently and also vaulting the pump at the beginning of season 9, but eventually they're going to run dry on ideas and they can't just keep vaulting some items and bringing some new items into the game, or I should say weapons. And the flare gun probably doesn't classify as a weapon, as it probably most likely won't deal direct damage to other players, but they still need some stuff to add in. They still need some stuff to take out. Please do not vault any of my favorite weapons type of games, but it could definitely be a possibility that they're running dry on ideas and they'll need to put this into the game in the weeks to come.